I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, AfterBuzzers, and welcome to the Demon Slayer After Show. Today we're talking episodes 13 and 14, and we also have a special segment since it's Father's Day, so stay tuned for who we pick to be some cool anime dads. We're going to get right into it in a minute. But first, let's go around and say hello. My name is Carrie Lane, and we're joined by an awesome panel. We got Ollie.
Hey.
And Jamie.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. Jamie, let's have you first talk about, because didn't get to talk about the last two episodes. So 13, 14, we get to wrap up the Tatsumi, our drum demon. So, Jamie, what do you think of these episodes?
You know what? I've really enjoyed this series. It's such a colorful, beautiful series and so lighthearted. Meeting Zenitsu, or at least getting to know his character again, that was awesome. Seeing the boar demon slayer, Inosuke, like I thought he was hot. Okay, with the blue ombre and the green eyes. And then the drum demon, writer demon, whatever you want to call him, the poor kid, just learning about his backstory was really interesting. But I thought that it was just so unique how, with the flipping rooms and how they're showing all of these scenes. I was invested the whole time and I thought it was really cool. So I really enjoyed these two episodes and I missed you guys last week.
Yeah, if we missed you.
Yeah, we missed you. Ollie, what did you think of these episodes?
I feel like there's like a reoccurring theme with this anime, like all the demons, all the enemies, they have these really touching backstories that make you feel bad for them and feel for them as just human beings, even though they're demons, but they used to be human beings. So it just goes to show that like everyone has a backstory, even like the most evil person, because it's like that old saying, hurt people. And so it's like, and then some of these demons probably never even wanted to become demons if you think about it. So it's just really, every time a demon is defeated, you feel something. You feel some kind of sadness, but also a little bit of like relief because they no longer have to suffer. Or, it seems like they're struggling with their own demons and they're demons themselves. Mm-hmm. So I think that's like kind of like a reoccurring theme with some of the demons in general.
Absolutely. It makes it far more interesting than if they were just pure evil, came from an evil place.
Right.
You feel bad for these monsters, and that's such an interesting dynamic to add to the show for sure. So we have episode 13, Something More Important Than Life. Also, we have this as a live chat. If you're watching it live, welcome. Please join us in the chat with your comments. And if you're watching later, comment down below what you thought of these episodes. Don't get ahead. We're only covering 13 and 14. All right. So at the beginning, we were talking about, Jamie, as you mentioned, the rooms all changing. We have poor Tanjiro getting tossed around and everything. And he makes an interesting point of using your head, not just your spirit. Because Tanjiro, we know, has so much energy and heart and spirit, but he has to think very intelligently of how do you defeat this demon when your room is constantly changing? Yeah. You almost get dizzy watching it.
Yeah, but it was still really cool to see. So I was like, wait, where are we going? But Tanjiro, so many anime characters you can just learn from with life lessons. But what I liked was when he's like, I think in one of the rooms, he's like hanging from something. He's like, Tanjiro, breathe, think, use your mind. And part of me was like, should you use your mind? Should you follow your heart? There's so many like deep quotes that we try to follow on Instagram. And they're always sometimes like, what's the word? I'm like contradicting. So I'm like, okay, but no, I got what he was saying. Like use your brain, use your training that you did up in the mountains and apply it here. You have lives on stake. And I love that he is able to take things so seriously. Whereas Zenitsu, all moral out the window, he will literally tap out. I thought that was really great that he was able to just use his brain to be more effective.
Yes. There we go. We got Chandler in the chat says, gotta actually think things out, not just Naruto scream it out.
Right.
Nice. And then Ollie kind of touched on what you were saying, how the demons have backstories. This is when it leads into go Tanjiro for actually trying to talk to the demon. I don't know about anybody else, but when I've always watched movies and stuff, I think I would at least try to talk to whatever it is first, maybe before running for my life. But he's just like, wait, let me talk to it. And he's like, he asked even like, what's your name? And that was really different. Ollie, what do you think of that?
It's just interesting. Well, first off, kind of like what Jamie was saying, there's so much to take into account, like using your head. And if I was there, I would have been killed because you have to. Because Tanjiro is like, okay, the right drum makes the room flip this way. The left drum makes it go upside down, and then the bottom drum makes everything go in reverse. So I'm thinking, okay, he's really freaking smart. So he's definitely using his head, and like, there's just something reoccurring with his head, like. Later on, jumping ahead, he physically uses his head, but he also is mentally so aware, and he's just trying everything that he can to kind of like get through to some of these demons, and he doesn't want to kill them, but at the same time, he has to cut their heads off. But I think it's definitely a different approach that maybe a lot of demon slayers might not do, is try to talk to the demon. I feel like he definitely acknowledges the fact that these demons weren't always demons, and that he just wants to try a more empathetic approach, possibly, because I feel like he really does sympathize with everyone, honestly, like every character, regardless of whether they're good or bad.
Oh, absolutely. Because later, even when he kills the demon or Kyogai, he says like, I'm sorry, I have to kill you because you're killing other people. Like there's no way around this, dude. I'm sorry.
I love he
right?
was like, no, I get it. You're a good person, sort of, but I can't forgive you. I was like, respect. I love it.
Right. And then we get that memory, which is so great. And this poor person, they just wanted to be a writer and just kept getting knocked down. And as creatives know, it just sucks when like you're not getting any respect for your work. And so this guy just wanted some acknowledgement, something. And just the Tsutsumi was his hobby. Now I have a question for you guys because I don't really know. And then for the chat and anybody commenting later. So in that memory, the person who we later know as a demon, we do not see the face of the person he's talking to. But when Kyogai gets upset, he pulls open his top and there's already a drum there. So was he already a demon? Or did this somehow push him over the edge? It was kind of a weird moment because he looked normal, like a regular human, and then his eyes changed and he pulls it open. And I'm like, whoa, why is there already a drum there? So what did you think of that?
So, okay, because I had to watch the episode twice. I just do that anyway, but okay, when I first saw that scene, I thought he was already a demon because it was like the shadow over his face. And then I watched the second time, I was like, oh, no, he's human. And then he's opening it up and then he kind of transforms. So this could be predictions, but part of me just wants to like put this theory out there because all of these demons under Kibutsuji have some sort of insecurity that brought them there. Maybe he met Kibutsuji, during that time where his dad was just being a complete ass. Like, I'm sorry, worst father year award.
Yeah.
I honestly, after like the second insult, let me not do you, but I'm just saying, the family's already broken. He just scattered all his paperwork and all his hard work everywhere. Like his dad clearly, I think that was his actual father. Yeah.
That's what I kind of
didn't like him. And it was just insult after insult. Like it was wow. But anyway, I think that he probably maybe met Kibutsuji and Kibutsuji kind of became that father figure, maybe. So we don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. And that's why you guys should stay tuned for our predictions because we have so many crazy theories like that. But just putting that out there.
I think it's really interesting. Ollie, what are your thoughts?
No, I like that. I didn't even think about that until you brought that up, Jamie. Because that could be because it's like, okay, he's not getting approval from his father, so he wants to seek out another father figure. Just because you have a biological father doesn't mean that that's necessarily like your dad. Like your dad could be someone that you're not even related to, but you're just like seeking approval from someone. And so I was like, when I saw this scene, because I watched it today, I was like, not on Father's Day, not like not the insults. But yeah, it's hard being an artist, whether you're a writer, whether you're a singer, whether you do like physical art, like faces or paintings. It's hard to, because you want your parental figures to be proud of you. So it's hard when you don't get that approval. And so I think that this scene definitely is when I really felt for the demon. And even the demon, like in previous episodes, kind of just looked like sad in general, where some demons look menacing and fierce, where this demon just all around just seemed so sad and like brooding, like something I was really upset with this demon in particular.
Oh, totally. He had just this like, also because this demon in particular never really aggressively attacked people. He was very much distant compared to the other ones that were far more like a predator that went after their prey. This guy's just like, I'm gonna do this from a distance because I'm upset. And so then this is that moment when Tanjiro compliments him right before slicing his neck, and I was just like, oh, I don't know why, but it just made me so like teared up of just like, oh,
Really?
he can. Well, the giving respect, even though it's that situation, as you kind of said, Jamie, and I don't know, maybe it's that idea of all he wanted was acknowledgement, and finally someone gave it to him, and so it's just like, oh, you felt bad for him, even though
I felt bad for him like a little bit, but I think because like I've seen this story in anime before, or just really in any animated series, where it's like my parents were mean and I'm taking it out on them, feel bad for me, wah. And I think I was just like, all right, you're grown now, like it was just, but other than that, it was sad, but I loved how Tanjiro was like paying respects, but gotta go.
He's like, no, I gotta kill you.
And I think
he just
probably did that as a ploy because he could probably tell that this demon has so many things going on. And you're wondering, like, even during these flashbacks, is that slowing the demon down as he's thinking about all these things that are triggering him from his childhood? Tanjiro is so smart. He probably picked up on it and he was like, let me just compliment you. You're not expecting me to compliment you in battle. It's going to throw you off guard. And that gives me the opportunity to kill you.
I agree, but I would also emphasize that I think Tanjiro would genuinely mean it, though. I don't think it would compliment.
Yeah, for sure.
Just as a thing, because also remember, Tanjiro does not step on the papers, and the demon even notices that, doesn't step on his paperwork the way his father did, Kyogai's father did. So I was like, oh, go Tanjiro for being such a nice person.
Did he not step on the papers though? Because I think, and I could be wrong, but I feel like in the episode he had said, like if I step on the paper, something happens too. Sorry, there's something in my eye. But yeah, I feel like
I think Tanjiro doesn't step on them, not necessarily thinking out of respect initially, because then Tanjiro says the way I'm moving is better and breathing. So I think it's more just the way he reflexed, but then he noticed that the demon noticed. So then maybe he continued. It's one of those, we're getting real deep into the nitty-gritty because we care. Yes. So yeah, he has that moment, and then that really cool moment where he has the little blood syringe, which was kind of really weird and cool. Throw it, get the blood, and the magical messenger kitty. What y'all think of the kitty?
So cute.
It was really cute.
At first I was like, how are we sure that this cat is going to get this message across? Like, you're too cute. You're walking too slow and dainty. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Cats are very independent, like they're not that trustworthy. Unlike dogs, they're so loyal. They're like, go fetch, go over there, go, do this. It's like, at least birds can fly. I'm like, can we trust this cat? I hope so.
They have 9 lives. Like,
yeah.
There you go.
He had this special paper, so that was like his invisibility cloak, essentially. But so then we know that they got one of the lower 6 demons' blood, so we've been collecting, which is great. And then a thing that we've talked about a bit before, we have Tanjiro says, "Rest in peace" to the demon, so he respects him. And Ollie, how you're picking up on that Tanjiro has way more empathy for demons than probably any other demon slayer out there, which maybe might come up again later. But then the demon like cries because he finally has recognition, which is kind of cute. And then everyone busts outside, but oh my gosh. So Ollie, what did you think of this moment? They bust outside. We see Inosuke and Zenitsu fighting over the box that we know our best girl's inside. And Tanjiro's just sitting there like, WTF. It's all over his face.
Well, first off, I was so proud of Zenitsu for like standing up and holding his own, like not even fighting. He was just like there to protect the box. And he doesn't know what's in the box. He doesn't know.
Mhm.
Well, in the next
Yeah.
episode, he finally knows. But he didn't know. He just wanted to protect that box for whatever reason because of Tanjiro. And so that made me have so much more respect for him first and foremost. But also Inosuke was beating the crap out of him so much. I felt so bad. And then I'm thinking like, Tanjiro, you need to hurry up. Like, come on now. He's getting dragged. Like, come on, get your butt outside and go kick this boar's ass, because turn him into bacon. I don't even know, but because I was like, I still am not here for Inosuke. It really drives me crazy because he's like the exact opposite of Tanjiro, where he just like he's here to kill a demon. Like he's here, you know. I don't know. I need to know more about this character for sure. He's interesting, I'll say that, but I wanted Tanjiro to just beat up Inosuke because there's no way you're gonna mess with best girl. No, I miss her too much. She hasn't been in the episodes, so Tanjiro, I was glad that he finally came out because he was getting beat up and he was still watching. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Yes.
Get to work.
Jamie, what did you think of all this commotion?
Yeah, okay. Well, first of all, I agree with you, Ollie. Like Inosuke, like I'm not really feeling him just because I'm like, all right, you were here for a job. You are part of the Demon Slayer Corps and you are failing miserably while we're trying to protect children. And you know, it's just crazy. Especially since he was already there. Like, did you defeat the demon? Like you gave us all this work to do. So he kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but he is just a beautiful creature. I know that we'll get into that. But yeah, just seeing the scene. Zenitsu just has like the best character. Usually, like the more klutzy, goofy characters, sometimes I'm not always a fan of because it's kind of redundant. But even the pauses before he freaks out in these certain scenes, they're hilarious. I think his one-liners, you know, the fact that he doesn't believe in himself and he doesn't even realize his true potential and his abilities, I think that is actually beautiful because I'm excited to see that all unravel, to find him like just really be a badass and just slay some demons. So I'm really excited for the potential of his character, and I really like him. And I also just love his cloak. I think he probably has like one of the better cloaks. Yeah.
The yellow is gorgeous. Yeah, for sure. Now no spoilers, please, for anybody watching. It's so fun hearing both of your thoughts on this because in rewatching, I'll be honest, Zenitsu is not really my favorite, but this episode when he's defending the box, I was like, all right, he really earned some major props of just like, I know it's important for Tanjiro. Tanjiro said it's more important than life, so I will protect it. I was like, oh, he's even better than I remember. But also the fact that we learn Zenitsu knows there's a demon inside. But he goes, it's all right. Tanjiro is just pure kindness. I know it can't be something bad. So you'll tell me about it later, which I'm like, that's mad props to him because that's like trusting someone you don't really know.
Right.
Exactly.
You'll tell me later, you know.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And then Tanjiro can't take it anymore and charges in, which I agree, Ollie. I'm like, damn, hurry up and get out there and stop this fight now. You're like, why are you taking so long? But I get the initial like, what is going on? And then the kids are like crying on the side.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot processed there, yeah. So then we get to episode 14, the house with the wisteria family crest, and it picks right up. Tanjiro gets that wicked punch, breaks some ribs, and okay, if anybody's broken a bone, we learn also Tanjiro has broken bones. I'm sorry, I'd be incapacitated. I've broken my arm. You're just like, I don't want to do anything. Everything hurts. So, I'm like, no. But that, I love that fight. What y'all think of that fight of they get this crazy fist fight because, okay, well, we can't fight with swords because it's taboo to fight each other. But all right, fight me with your fists.
Yeah, I love Tanjiro. He plays no games. Nezuko packs the heavy punch, and so does he. Clearly, he's giving knocks on foreheads and breaking ribs, and yeah. But I also thought it was cool to see Inosuke like learning. We don't know a lot about these characters, but we can see that Inosuke is very flexible. He's very limber. So I just wonder more about his character and why he wears the boar head. And with Tanjiro, I love that he's like, all right, let's try this. He's like, he doesn't want to hurt him, but they're both breaking the rules. I was mad at Inosuke for even beating up Zenitsu, but I like that Zenitsu made a point, like, Tanjiro also broke his bones. That's also against the rules.
Mhm.
So yeah, they're all just kind of stuck with each other right now.
They're all in trouble.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah, they notice it. Tanjiro notices the really low fighting. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like a boar. And we get that super epic headbutt. Something's up with Tanjiro's skull that, man, he can do a mighty hit. He's fine.
Right.
Inosuke's like, he's not even, or Zenitsu's like, he's not even bleeding. And that mask falls off. And he's a beautifully faced man. Jamie, you already kind of said he was attractive. Ollie, what did you think of this reveal of underneath this boar head is beautiful hair, pretty eyes, and almost like full lips of this crazy dude?
Yeah, I was shocked. First of all, like that came up before. Not Zenitsu. Tanjiro's head is like super strong. Wasn't that in
Mhm.
episode 1 or something? I forget. Sorry, I apologize. But that came up before.
It was, mhm.
So that stood out to me. Chandler Ingram said titanium cranium. I love that.
Yes.
But just seeing it, I was shocked to see Inosuke's face. I'm not so much as shocked at like it's a beautiful feminine male face, but I was shocked to just even see his face this
Mhm.
early. I truly thought that we were going to just like have him completely in his boar head this entire time. Maybe we'll see like
Yep.
hints just to screw with like the audience, because I'm used to anime and animations doing that. Like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, we still don't know what's under Double D's hat. Like, you know, like, so I was truly expecting him to keep it on for like super long and maybe a shocking reveal at the end. So I was shocked. He's beautiful. I loved Zenitsu's reaction to it. Oh my God, you're a woman? It's like, no, he's just a very beautiful feminine male. But I think that's also funny because it's like, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know what's inside a person or what a person truly looks like. So it was definitely shocking, but also cool at the same time. And so maybe I don't know if he's insecure about his feminine face. Maybe that's why he wants to look more intimidating. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. We got a lot more digging to do.
Yeah, and then Tanjiro's like, I can't fight you anymore. You look like a girl.
I
Like,
don't want to hurt your
all
face.
right. Yeah. So Inosuke Hashibira, I like how Tanjiro's like, wait, how do you spell that? And he's like, I don't know how to write. And you're like, wait a minute, what? And then he passes out. All right, then this is where the comedy also gets kind of like, what? So when they wake up and they're burying the bodies and being all respectful, Inosuke wakes up and is like, come on, fight me. And Tanjiro goes, no, we're doing this. Oh, well, if you can't handle it, and he's not being sarcastic. Jamie, what do you think of this bit? And even the kids realize, oh, yeah, they're not talking the same thing at all.
Well, I feel that's the thing. Like Tanjiro is a good person, but he is very slick, and I feel like he was being.
Oh, you
I
do?
think he was being sarcastic, and he was saying it just to get a rise out of Inosuke, and it worked. But and also because Tanjiro, like even his personality around Zenitsu, in the beginning, it's almost like not that he knew that he was above Zenitsu, but just like his morals and his mentality are, whereas Zenitsu is just a little more childish. So he's like, don't let me make you do anything. Like he has certain standards that he holds his peers to. And so I think that he has like a very sly way of getting what he wants. And I think, I think that's his personality, like just things that I've been picking up on. But yeah.
I do like the subtle shade because Inosuke deserved it just because he was trying to kill his sister. So the shade was deserved, at least in this instance.
It was so funny because he says, if you can't handle it. And then Inosuke later is headbutting trees. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Then we get to move into a nice reset time. They're going to this place. I mean, we've all watched enough anime. Who was a little suspicious of like, oh, we're just going to chill here and it's safe?
Especially with the old lady boys, shout out to all the old ladies out there.
Yeah.
It's like creeped me out a little bit to where I was like, I don't trust her. And even the characters didn't really trust her at first either. So I was just expecting something to go down right there. But yeah.
I know, right? I was also expecting, okay, there's got to be like a hot spring scene coming up with all the animes doing it.
Yes.
Like, where's the hot spring scene? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, there was no hot spring scene. But yeah,
No,
it's,
but did you like the moment where they lay on the beds and Inosuke lays down all sexy and is like, "This is my bed." He has like laid out like, "Oh, hi
I
there."
saw that. That was to me, that was very like Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson. Like, you know those old R&B album covers and they're all leaning, and it's like that's how you know the album is hot. Like if they're leaning over, and that's what it kind of gave me.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
no, it's so funny. And I just love that he's trying to like really get Tanjiro like, "Come on, buddy," like get him upset. Tanjiro's like, "That's cool. Whatever bed you want. Oh, you're hungry? You want more food?"
Yeah, even when he broke his ribs, he's like, "Oh, you should."
Yeah.
When they were fighting, he's like, "You shouldn't move like that." So it just
Yeah.
shows that he's like caring, but also Jamie is like, Jamie, you brought up a good point. Is he like purposely doing that to like upset him? So that's like a new way for me to like process it as I watch the episodes for now on. So I'm like, is it shady or is he genuinely caring about other people? So
Yeah.
I have to watch it twice now to make sure I get everything like right.
And we learned from the doctor, all of them have broken ribs. So, ow. Oh my goodness, no thanks. We also learned, now is when we learned that Inosuke is not a Demon Slayer member at all. And he just stole the swords from somebody who was on the mountain and destroyed them to be that weird chainsaw kind of thing.
It was funny,
It
but
makes sense. Wait, what?
I said it was funny but messed up at the same time. Like that poor demon slayer was probably just minding his business. And then you get killed and your sword taken, and then someone just kind of takes your spot. But the fact that he was able to do it, hey.
I mean, it shows he has skill, and he says, like, that's all I really want is to show how strong I am. So it's like, yay.
I'm just like, what drives him?
buddy.
Like what drives him
Right.
to even
Yes.
do it? And he took the test and he was the first one up and the first one down. Like, what motivates you for what?
Mm-hmm. All right. Then we get the epic part of the end where they're like, all right. And then I do really appreciate how Zenitsu goes into this of like, all right, nobody's saying it. I really want to know what's in the box. And what's in the box? And it just kind of like a horror movie starts to open and cute little Nezuko pops out and then gets bigger and Zenitsu freaks out. So Jamie, what did you think of this whole last bit and the Nezuko reveal?
Nezuko is best girl. She's a cutie patootie. And Zenitsu, I thought it was cute, but also creepy. This is just me. Like, even when we first meet him and he's like begging the girl to marry him. And then he's like, oh, Nezuko, now you're mine. But it is cute. And I'm like, what if they end up dating eventually? Who knows? People might ship it or write fan fictions about it. I would not be surprised. And yeah, I mean, I thought it was cute. It's just like he's, girl obsessed. And I feel like we see that a lot in anime. So I don't mind it. I just want it to not be redundant like we see in other anime. I'm like, how can they make this to where I'm interested in it? Because usually I like to ship couples too. But it just started. But yeah, he has like this little obsession with Nezuko and it's cute.
Yeah. Ollie, what do you think?
I hope it's more like Brock, even though Brock is kind of out of control on Pokemon. But as long as it's not Mineta from My Hero, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Even though Nezuko is badass and doesn't need a man. If they want to get together, I don't know how that's gonna work with the demon and like a human, but I'm here for it. I'm ready to see where it goes. But I was honestly just happy to see her again because she's been gone for like 4 episodes. And it was really interesting how Inosuke like didn't react at all. He was just like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Too much to think about, and just knocked out.
Together. They would be super cute. But and you never know. Maybe they will eventually. You never know. But I like that you use Brock as a comparison. That's a great comparison because I forgot how girl crazy Brock was on Pokemon.
I know. Like every time they got to go to the Pokemon Center with Nurse Joy, he would go crazy over Nurse Joy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Inosuke and Nezuko because they both got the ombre thing going on. I don't know.
You know? I wish Tanjiro had blurted out again and like, my sister. It's my sister. Like, dude, it's not.
Don't know her, little sister.
Yeah. He's like, no, that's not what's going on here. But then they end that episode. Any other thoughts on these episodes before we move on?
I thought it was a good batch. I'm excited to see things. I'm just wondering, like, do we need more action right now, or do we need to just learn about the characters more
Mhm.
and see them in backstories or and just in different settings? So I'm interested in how that will, occur.
Right, because I feel like we had like half and half. It was like not a whole lot of action because we were just coming down from
Mhm.
like the whole house arc, and then it was just like this last episode was just all kind of like story building. So I'm interested in seeing like or wondering like what's going to go down in the next two episodes because I think
Well, so we're gonna hold on to our predictions. We're gonna just do a tiny bit of news. There's not a ton going on. First of all, definitely check out Anime Expo Light and Funimation's event that they're doing with Aniplex. Go look online. They're having conventions, but they're online for the 4th of July weekend. So we're still going to get our fix, but I know it's not quite the same thing, but go check those out. We've tweeted about them on ABTV Anime. So if you want more information, go check that out. Check out the links. They're starting to announce a bunch of their panels, so that looks really cool. Also, just wanted to briefly chit chat about. We talked a little bit about last week the voice actress for Mirko getting announced in those episodes of My Hero coming out. And there's been a lot of chit chat about it online. So I apologize if I'm saying her name wrong. Fans online can be just dumb. And the thing that recently I saw swirling around is they said she doesn't sound black. And I'm like,
Oh, so and this voice actress is Black?
she is
Mhm.
black. Yes.
I
And
mean, that's really frustrating because the art of voice acting is to just use your voice. There's no such thing as sounding like a race, and people that say that sometimes it's people of the same community. It's so
Mhm.
toxic and damaging, and I think that you're literally just stereotyping an entire race of people that you don't know. I don't know every single Black person in the world or non-Black person in the world, and I think that you just get to know that person. Even the way I sound, I don't sound white, I don't sound Black, I sound educated because I am, and that's that. And I also am a voice actor. I've done several different projects, and I can change my voice. I don't have to sound like this. And I think that to that voice actor, that's probably what she's been doing. And I think also just with actors in general, like what was it with Amanla Stenberg and Jennifer Lawrence? What was that movie? Why am I drawing a blank?
Oh,
I as tribute.
I forgot.
Why it's not Game of Thrones. It's with the
Oh my
arrows.
god.
Anyway, you know the movie. I think it's
Huh?
just like at the tip of our
Hunger
tongue.
Games?
Hunger Games. There
Oh
we
my
go.
god. I was like,
And
Oh,
huh?
with Rue?
when she played when that Black character came out, like
Rue.
people were on arms because they're like,
Mhm.
well, she's not Black. And it's like, not there needs to be more roles for people of color anyway. If it's a voice acting job and
Mhm.
you can do voice acting till you're in your 80s or 90s, it should not matter literally the color of your skin. You got to think about how dumb that sounds. Like, I don't
Right.
know, like the backlash is dumb. People need to be more open-minded and just do better. When you know better, you do better.
And also, can I just say, I completely agree with everything you just said, Jamie. She literally did only 3 lines. Like that's all Mirko had in that episode. So why are you judging her like right off the bat? Where Mirko's not even like fighting. She's not. It's just her voice. Like it's literally the when they were announcing like the top 10. So it's like
Yep.
you're not even giving her like a full blown chance. She hasn't even had a full episode for her character to really dive into the role. It's an introduction, people, and it's like crazy that like we always want representation with our Black voice actors and them voicing Black characters, but then when we finally do, you're not happy still. So it's like,
Yeah. Even Black cosplayers, like I had seen like on Funimation's Instagram page, and it was like Black History Month, probably last year, and they were posting Black cosplayers, and they were like, but this character's not Black, or no, this person doesn't have
Mm.
hair like this. And it's like,
mhm,
oh my gosh, you guys are missing the whole point of cosplay. Like, and it is because they're Black. Like people just have certain expectations and stereotypes of my people. And when they meet other Black people that don't meet those stereotypes, they are literally confused and they don't know how to take us. Like I have met plenty of non-Black people that when they meet me, they don't know what to think. And it's like, just get to know me. It's okay. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but we will prevail. And let me just say, when you guys hear me on an anime show, because I will be on one, I wish you would give me backlash. I'm gonna pop off. So I'm ready in advance. You guys can come back to this video and be like, she did tell us,
No,
Well,
I love it because that actress too. I've been following her tweets, and she really has been so great as a response to all that negative toxicity coming at her. And a good point of, even if you don't, because I mean the dub versus sub is a whole other argument in a way too. But there is no reason to be coming at them as an individual because you don't like it. Like, that's just rude. Like,
And
let's
it's
just start
sad
there.
it's only because they're Black. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many other non-Black voice actors who voice characters drawn by a lot of times Japanese animators.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean that they have to look or be a certain way or a certain ethnicity. It's just so dumb. And think of like Cree Summer. A lot of the cartoons we grew up on, she did some Black characters, but she did a lot of non-Black characters too.
Mhm.
And she killed it. And I didn't hear her getting any backlash. So
Right?
yeah, don't be mad when you hear me voicing purple and white and blue people and Black people. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, and last thing, I'm just really happy that the voice acting community had her back. I saw like Xeno was there.
Yes.
Ryan Cole.
I
Like,
miss this, y'all.
like it was because I just followed her because I didn't know, like, because when we announced it last week, I was like, oh my god, I have to follow her. Mirko is going to be like my queen next season for My Hero. So I'm happy that everyone's been supportive of her despite the stupid, unneeded, unnecessary, disgusting, and racist backlash that she got.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's one of those, it's been crazy, but Ollie, totally second that. Go voice acting community, totally has had her back, and it's great. And they're voice actors, respect them, respect their job. Period. Yes, thank you, everybody. I'm glad we got to chat about this because it's a part of it. I mean, we watch anime. This is part of the discussion online, and part of the discussion is learning, everybody, and listening. So, yay. All right, the other little thing before we do predictions, since it's Father's Day, we're going to do a quick shout out to some anime dads that we like. And, we were kind of talking about that there's not a ton of anime dads that are that great. There's a lot of anime moms, but not as many dads. But if there are other anime dads you like, totally comment down below. I was scrolling through lists. I'm like, I guess. I don't know who these people are. But so let's go through a couple of our favorites. So we'll get those visuals coming up for you. Ollie, you want to kick it off with our Soul Eater representing?
Yes. Well, first I had trouble figuring out my favorite dad, but then I was like, wait, I love Soul Eater, one of my favorite animes. Hello, Death, Lord Death. He is the father of Death the Kid. Super kooky, wacky, crazy character, but he does not play around. When it's time to fight and throw down, he is there with his raper chop. So it just, like, thinking of him, I was so happy to cover the show with you guys like last year, I think it was. But he's such a fun character, such a kooky, fun voice that goes kooky, but also he can do the creepy too. But definitely got to show him some love. So we love you, Lord Death. Happy Father's Day.
Yay, nice. Jamie, you had one and then a runner-up.
Yes. Okay. So the first one I want to show you guys is Vegeta. And when I show you guys these pictures of these fathers, I chose specific scenes that showcased why they were such good fathers. And so the picture I have with the mug of Vegeta is when he is in his Majin Vegeta form. And it's just incredible. I think Vegeta, he's one of the best anime and animated characters of all time. I said what I said. He has one of the best character developments. He is also part of one of the best anime couples of all time, completely unexpected. He started off as evil and as the Prince of all Saiyans, and his planet was destroyed, literally. And he had to find a new life on Earth, and he became good. But this scene, without the mug, but this scene on his forehead is when he becomes evil on purpose, because he's like, I want to be bad again. Like, I'm a dad now and things are just different. I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. Like, I need respect. And he's just blowing up people. But in that scene, he literally risks his life for the whole world that he used to try to destroy. So I thought that was incredible. So my next one as a runner-up, I'm gonna call him a stepdad, and this would be for Piccolo. Piccolo, in this picture, you can see him standing with his arms wide out, protecting Gohan. And he was pretty much taking care of Gohan while Goku was away. Goku is not a good father. I said what I said. He is very absent, and all he wants to do is fight and train. Sounds abusive to me. So Piccolo trained Gohan, and he risked his life and died. He eventually came back to life. But yeah, great series, Dragon Ball Z. If you have not seen it, make sure you do. It is worth every episode. Or do Kai if you don't want to do all the fillers. But yeah, those are my.
Nice. And then for mine, I have Shiro Fujimoto from Blue Exorcist. And so we've covered fathers, stepfathers. This is adoptive father for Rin and Yukio. So he is a father and a father, and he takes care of these two kids and, deals with the children that are also the sons of Satan, no big deal. And it's a really cool character because he does his best, and it's not, biologically his children, but he takes care of them, raises them the best he can, and will literally give his life for them. So he's a really cool character. And if you haven't watched Blue Exorcist, it's a really cool show. And yeah, I thought this picture was so cute. He's waving and being adorable. And it's funny because he's similar to Death in terms of can be super comedic and very serious as well. So that's always kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I love that we all had different types of fathers because there's different types of fathers. We got actual fathers, adoptive father.
Yes. Chandler in the chat mentions Kazuma from Fruits Basket and Byakuya from Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone one, I'm like, yes. Fruits Basket, I'm like, yeah, that too. The dads, I'm like, I don't remember that character though, but
yeah.
As long as it's not Nina's dad from Full Metal Alchemist.
Right.
You know what?
Terrible.
Yeah, also shout out Major Hughes. Still too soon.
Never gonna.
No, that's always bad.
Worst dad. Worst dad. Worst.
Yeah. So share your favorite anime dads in the comments below. What did you think of our choices? So let's get into some quick predictions. All right. Ollie, Jamie, who's burning with some predictions?
I don't have. I feel the only prediction I have is just about the demons. I feel we'll find eventually. We're gonna find out more about Kibutsuji. I'd actually love to see him next episode, but I don't know if we actually will. I feel it's just gonna be more of Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Tanjiro and Nezuko, and they'll probably be in some different area. But I really want to these characters now. I just want to learn more about them right here before we meet anybody else personally.
Right.
As even the Demon Slayer, forgive me, I forgot his name already, but the first one that we met that helped Tanjiro out, I want to see more. I want to see more of what Nezuko can do rather than stay in a box the whole time. So yeah, it's just, I just want to see more of what they can do. And I would love to see Kibutsuji again. Not in a good way, but I would like to see more of his character. And see more about him. So that's really exciting.
All right. And Ollie?
I agree. I want to see learn more about our characters. I think Inosuke is going to maybe have trouble getting along with Nezuko because she's a demon and he just seems so kill, kill, kill and doesn't really think of an emotional response to certain situations. He just kind of acts on impulse. So I think that he might have trouble with that. I just had a thought, but I completely forgot it. But I think what's great about this anime, every time it ends, I don't know what's going to happen. It's not really predictable other than I just hope Nezuko doesn't turn back to a demon because she's so cute. I keep saying that, but it's just
doesn't turn back to a human.
It's just that's what I meant because she's so cute as a demon, but it's so unpredictable, at least in my perspective as a new fan of the show. But I'm just ready for whatever happens, and I expect the unexpected all the time.
Yay, nice. I'm looking forward to you all seeing the next chunk of stuff. I'm yes and no. That's all I'll say for your predictions. Yes. Thank you so much to everybody who watched, joined us live, watching it later. We still love you as well. Again, comment down below your thoughts on the episode. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've had some amazing voice actor guests on the show, and we do have a lot more coming up. So you're going to want to stay tuned for who we're going to have joining us. And speaking of who's with us now, let's say where we can find each other online. Jamie, where can people find you online?
Hi guys, you can find me on Twitter at It's Jamie Gray, or better yet, on Instagram at Jamie Gray. My name is spelled Jaimigray.
And Ollie.
Hey guys, it's Ollie. You can find me on social media on Instagram and Twitter at Ollie Dreamer.
And my name is Carrie Lane. You can find me online at Carrie D Lane. That's KaridLane. And also check out our Twitter for the show, which is ABTV Anime. So we post a lot of press releases, updates about anime, manga, and games coming out, and convention news. So check that out. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. See ya!
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.